these young girls face the doors of rejection, fear, and guilt, the doors of Anchor Point are open to offer them hope again. When a young girl walks through our doors, we strive at making her feel unconditionally loved and accepted. To us, it does not matter where she's been, what she's done, or how she looks. At Anchor Point, we find it a privilege to extend grace to those that are looking for hope. When an individual comes to our center, they often have a multifaceted issue. There's a crisis that's going on, there's emotional needs, relational needs, and spiritual needs that need to be addressed. And we try and focus on each and every aspect of that with the individual. We offer pregnancy tests for confirmation of pregnancy. We have referrals out for ultrasounds or any other need they might have, like job placement or housing assistance, things like that. We also offer material assistance. We have parenting and pregnancy education classes, and we have, most importantly, spiritual mentors that walk alongside the men and women as they go along this journey. When a client comes to us, she immediately gets assistance with a pregnancy test, referrals, and education assistance to help her make the best parenting plan possible. She is placed into a team of volunteers that consist of Anchor Point staff and volunteers that will work alongside of her each and every step of the process. We don't look at this as just a one-time visit with a girl. We look at this as the start of a lifelong relationship, and we want to see from the beginning, from the very moment of the pregnancy test, all the way till that baby's 1 year old, how we can build a relationship that will last a lifetime. Our Anchor Education Program is for our baby moms and baby dads so that they can learn more about pregnancy and parenting and being successful with it. We extend that to anyone that's in their immediate support group. So that might be a grandmother, a dad, anyone that's going to be of help to them. We want to get a relationship with them also, because we know it's going to take all of us for them to be successful. And as they go through this process, what we want them to do is to begin to think of life in terms of what is best for this baby. Sometimes that is making a parenting plan to raise a child at home. Other times that's making a parenting plan of adoption. But in both cases, we're going to walk alongside those individuals. Unfortunately, not all women choose to carry their pregnancy. Some end in abortion. But we have the great privilege of walking alongside many of them as they go through our Project Hope classes, which is healing over past experiences. It doesn't matter whether it was a week ago, a year ago, or 40 years ago. It is our privilege to walk alongside them as they take the journey of walking through the difficult issues and watching God redeem and restore their situations. It is amazing to see the change that happens in these women. We're excited that this fall we'll not only be able to have Project Hope for women, but we'll be able to have our first Project Hope class for men. Another exciting part of Anchor Point that we were able to start this past year is our Discover Adoption, which focuses on adoption education. We believe that the churches in this area have lots of great people who are interested in learning about God's call to the orphan and those providing an adoptive home for those who need it. Our Discover Adoption classes are taught in churches throughout the community to help those churches challenge and raise up individuals within their congregations to fall in love with adoption. It helps them understand what are the ins and outs of adoption, what are the common myths, and how do you overcome those? How do you finance an adoption? What type of adoptions are there? What type am I called to do? Helps answer all those questions and helps prepare those individuals and couples to go forward and add to their family through adoption. There are always a lot of needs each and every day, but some of our greatest needs are for really prayer warriors to be out there praying for us on a daily basis, to have volunteers who can invest their time on a weekly basis in becoming advocates and mentors to these young ladies and men. Those are desperately needed. And then people who make key investments, financial investments into the ministry to support and undergird what we do and allow us to expand and reach even more for Christ. In 2013, one of our greatest opportunities that we have is to make the limited medical conversion that's needed so that we can perform ultrasounds on site. A lot of us don't realize that once a young lady becomes comfortable at our center, it's very easy for her to come back here. But for her to go to a different place to have her ultrasound done sometimes is an insurmountable mountain that she has to climb. And if you take a young lady who is abortion-minded and struggling with her decision, the ability to offer her an ultrasound on site in a very short time frame is absolutely critical for affirming in her the life that she carries and helping her walk through a decision to choose life.